Hello everybody, I'm glad you're here. This is the third and last part of my interview with Kakizakai sensei. In the first part we talked about the KSK and in the second about playing and practicing shakuhachi. This last part covers a range of topics. We touch on some of his personal interests and preferences, on the topic of Shakuhachi and Zen, as well as the future of shakuhachi. If you've not seen the other two parts, I made a short playlist which is linked up here. I'd like to thank the people on Patreon who support me in making these videos, and as you're here to hear what Kakizakai sensei has to say, I'll stop talking now. Enjoy! Yeah, maybe a few questions to you and to yourself. So Yokoyama sensei, we already talked about this, he had two teachers, but you personally never felt an interest in having a different teacher than Yokoyama sensei as well, learning from somebody else and bringing things together.
No, Yokoyama sensei has a lot. Yokoyama sensei had a lot of material to learn.
Yeah.
Enough.
Yeah.
Too much.
So why do you play shakuhachi? Probably not to get rich or to get famous. It's not the right instrument.
First, I think it's impossible to be rich. Almost all musicians.
That's clear.
Only a very small percentage people can be rich. Yeah. But almost everyone is here. Musician, I just say musician. So it's impossible to be rich. So if I would like to be rich, I should have a church. Selected another job, but I liked. Since I was a kid, I liked flute kinds. So by chance I encountered Quena, South American flute, but later on I encountered shakuhachi. But I felt, oh, this is better than Quena.
Okay.
So it's the first time I tried. Very strange feeling I had. I didn't feel, oh, nice tone. I didn't feel I would like to play more. My feeling is, oh, I would like to be here.
Oh, okay.
Very strange. I don't know how to say.
Yeah.
My feeling is, oh, I would like to stay here, to be here.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's great. That's a very good motivation. And is that still why you've been playing for 41 years now, I think? No.
After, yes.
Yeah.
Before being Yokoyama sensei's student, I had a first teacher, but only 2 or 3 lessons.
Right.
And then Yokoyama sensei. So it was 41 years ago.
Yeah, very long.
So after touching the shakuhachi, 43 years or something.
Okay, wow. So why do you still play after more than 40 years?
Oh.
Is it just a job now, or are you really doing it because you want to do it?
I can make good sound, very comfortable. That's all.
Okay, that's great. That's a very good answer.
Yeah. So to be able to get that feeling, sometimes I have to practice, and sometimes I'm asked to teach by as the result. Sometimes I'm asked to teach. Sometimes I'm asked to come to have a concert. So the main thing is when I can make a good sound, very comfortable.
That's good. That's really good motivation. So apart from that, do you still have any goals? I don't know, any performances you would like to do, anything you would like to achieve, being able to play on the shakuhachi or...
Oh, goal. Oh.
I know it's a very...
I haven't thought about my shakuhachi goal, because just when I can make good sound, good melody, comfortable.
That's good.
That's all. That's all.
Yeah.
No goal.
That's good. That's great. So I've heard you talk about this topic a few times, and we've touched upon this on some points as well. The topic of Shakuhachi and Zen. which I think, especially in the West, is always of interest to people. So my impression is that so you are a bit you don't practice Zen, you say, and sort of it seems you want to keep a bit of a distance between Shakuhachi and Zen, at least for yourself. But on the other hand, you sometimes say things that could come from a Zen book or a Zen teacher. So just play, right? Just make a good tone. Don't have a goal. Just do it. Just, I don't know. I don't think you said this in this form, but just the form is enough, and don't worry about the goal. Just the process. So, in a sense, this is very, to me, again, also from the outside, this sounds very Zen-like, but at the same time, it seems you would like to keep a bit of a distance.
Zen people would say enlightenment. Mm-hmm. So I like this story. Who was brush garden, cleaning, and hit small stone, and small stone hit bamboo, and made a sound. At that time, the young monk get enlightenment. So not only doing Zazen like this, it's possible to get the enlightenment. So that's why probably many these stories, these kinds of stories in Zen discipline world. That's why Zen people say everything is a discipline. Not only doing Zazen, but cleaning the garden, cooking for other people, and cleaning everything is discipline. And no one knows where you get that discipline, enlightenment. So Shakuhachi is the same.
Right.
Oh, this is meditation, not good. Just blow, just practice pitch control. To get a nice pitch control, it's a discipline. So while we are practicing simple law or many practicing, I don't know when we can get enlightenment. So if someone says, "Oh, you don't need to care the pitch and just blow," it's not discipline.
Right.
Pitch control, good pitch control, how I can make the right pitch control, think, and practice, experiments, many things. It's a discipline. And after that, some I don't know when. Oh, this is just pitch control. No, you don't need to care and play. Just play. No, this is not discipline.
It's a bit like, again, from the outside, but so Zazen, I often heard the phrase, it's just sitting. So, I mean, we're just sitting now, but it is not Zazen. So, I think in the same sense, doing the real practice to really focus on so I think the focus maybe is one of the important ingredients for that. Sounds like to me.
So that's right. And one more thing is Suizen ichijo. Have you heard that? Suizen ichijo. Suizen, many people do. Just take the first two kanji, Suizen, blowing and Zen meditation. Original word is Suizen ichijo. Ichijo means the same. Blowing and meditating, the same.
Right.
This is the original meaning. But people get that only from the first two kanji and Suizen. And we say Zazen. So there exists Zazen and Suizen. This is wrong. Totally wrong. This is blowing Shakuhachi. Zen meditation. These two are the same. So doing meditation and playing. The same effect to your, I don't know, body or mental. Right. For you, same thing. So that's why I practice, and I don't know when I can get the enlightenment. But same as doing Zazen, and when I don't know when I can get the enlightenment. Just Suizen and think about the Zen, Suizen. This contrast, wrong, totally wrong.
Maybe this could be your goal, although I think to really get to enlightenment, it's important to let go of goals. So maybe it's difficult.
What is enlightenment? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know. As far as I know, you don't really have much interest in making shakuhachi yourself, but you do have a background in physics and engineering, and Yokoyama sensei also always tried to improve shakuhachi, but this does not seem to have big appeal to you, so to try to make shakuhachi. So this side of Yokoyama sensei's legacy what should I say, does not apply to you, or you don't really feel drawn to this side, so of making the instrument.
I know making an instrument is very fun. Too fun. Probably if I start making, I don't practice.
Oh, okay.
Just making. This is very interesting. Oh, fun, nice.
Okay.
So I don't touch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. That's interesting.
I have to spend a long time to make.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested.
Yeah.
So I don't do that.
Interesting. Okay.
And my shakuhachi, the maker of my shakuhachi, he makes good one. So if I make, I should make the same quality. Otherwise, I cannot be satisfied.
Yeah.
It's not good.
No.
But to be able to make the same quality as him, it's impossible.
Yeah. Do you like to create your own music or work on new music, composing or collaborating with others, like being in a band and then jamming and creating a new song or something like that? Or?
I don't compose. Honkyoku, for me, honkyoku playing, I can say honkyoku learning, is very big thing. I don't have any other energy or time or to spend time to compose, to learn. Of course, when I'm asked to play new piece, I learn and play it, but myself, I don't do.
Yes.
I don't ask someone to play together like that. If I'm asked, I do, but I don't ask someone to play together.
Right.
Just honkyoku is enough.
Yeah.
I shouldn't say too much, but very big.
Yes, definitely. Yeah, and also constantly changing and the own perspective.
So I don't compose, but depending on the situation, mood, everything changes. Even the same title, same music, but the impression will be different depending on the situation.
Yes.
I don't compose, I don't improvise, but not the same.
Okay. Yeah. I think you basically already answered the question. So with experimental music, shakuhachi, because it's a very rich sound source. I think many people like to use it in experimental music or in unusual forms of music. I mean, honkyoku is very unusual, but so soundscapes or using it with synthesizers or with many effects. So you have, I don't know, distortions or reverbs and things like that. But this type of music is, I don't know, you don't find very interesting or...
Yeah, I listen to jazz a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Listening to shakuhachi honkyoku, I need much power to listen to it. Jazz, for me, it's easy to listen to it. Listening to honkyoku, I need very strong power against honkyoku. So it's not easy to listen to. Very strange. But of course, I have to listen to and check my mind or check my teachers and imitate many times. But not easy music for me.
So do you think Honkyoku is more? So sometimes I think Honkyoku is for some reason a type of music that is supposed to be played but not so much listened to. So
correct. Yeah. So I play Honkyoku. To make my Honkyoku nicer, I have to listen to better music or to check mine. But to enjoy Honkyoku is not good for me.
You mentioned the first flute you played was the Quena. Do you still play?
No.
Not at all?
No.
Do you still have one?
Because I have, but the very thin and the mouthpiece, utaguchi is very small, so I have to make very strong tension.
Oh, okay.
So because of this, when I started to play the shakuhachi, I cannot make a good sound. I cannot make a good melody controlling. So I had to relax more. Now my muscles around here is very weak compared with when I played Quena. So now I play Quena. 1 minute later, like this.
Right. Okay. Is this so sometimes I hear the question. So people, I don't know, playing Western flute or playing another wind instrument, asking me, when I start playing shakuhachi, will this make it more difficult playing the flute or the trumpet or something like that? Do you think it's one is affecting the other?
For example, when I teach in Tokyo College of Music, some of the students they have their own major. One is a Western flute major student, but the Western flute techniques, almost the all cases they start with tonguing. But shakuhachi, in new shakuhachi music we use, but traditionally we don't use. So or change tone color thing, muraiki. So probably in shakuhachi world, much more controlling embouchure or sound tone color changing variation than Western flute world. So the flute students, they are very amazed. Oh, this way it's possible to imitate this technique to flute, Western flute. This is good. They will be surprised often.
Okay. We talked a bit about the situation of shakuhachi in Japan and outside of Japan, and you also mentioned very frequently to me over the years that in Japan most shakuhachi players are quite old, so there is a new generation, but they prefer usually other types of music to play on shakuhachi, and there is a community, especially since the age of the internet, outside of Japan, that's interested in shakuhachi. So, do you think maybe, or should I say, shakuhachi in Japan will disappear at some point and live outside of Japan? Where does it go?
Now the direction of the movement is exactly this is. In Japan, smaller. So outside Japan, bigger. So the traditional thing is often out of date feeling. So young people, even they haven't listened to real shakuhachi music, but they have an image, very old thing. But outside Japan, who has not listened to that kind of music, this is new for them. Oh, this is new. I didn't know that. That's why. This shakuhachi music, especially traditional shakuhachi music, is loved by outside Japan. Even same shakuhachi music, playing kind of jazz, kind of pops by shakuhachi. This is can't be very popular outside Japan. Japanese people would be surprised. Oh, by shakuhachi it's possible to play like this. But outside Japan, what? Western flute can play the same music better. When you play with shakuhachi, it's very difficult. And to be able to play, it's very difficult. Great technique. But using Western flute, it's possible.
Especially playing very fast. It's difficult on shakuhachi. Do you practice finger dexterity?
No.
Playing very fast?
Some pieces I need to move finger quickly, but usually I don't.
Great. Okay. Okay. Thank you very much for the interview. I've taken up a lot of your time. I really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
I don't know. Maybe this all shows more my ignorance about shakuhachi than anything else. But
you can edit.
I can edit it, yes. But thank you. I learned a lot from this. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
So that was the last part of my interview with Kakizakai sensei. Somehow I have the impression that we really only scratched the surface. But then the joy is not in the knowing, but in the exploration of shakuhachi. I know that sounds like a corny and badly phrased internet meme, but it's true. At least for me it is. So I hope you learned as much as I did and got an appetite for learning more. If you like this type of video, please leave me a comment below. And as I said, this was my first interview, so these were also the first videos of this type that I published. So it would be really helpful to hear what you think. And while you're in the comment section, please like the video, subscribe to the channel and ring the notification bell. Thank you. In one of the previous videos, I also mentioned that Kakizakai sensei gave a concert while he was visiting Edinburgh, and that concert got recorded. I've already uploaded the video of us playing Toni no Funa Uta, which was one of the 2 duos that we played in the concert. You can find it up here. The other one, where we play Shika no Tone, should follow soon, but the videos are actually a bit hard to edit, so it may take a bit of time. Also, I wasn't sure if I should upload the whole concert because I didn't want to give the impression that I'm ripping off sensei's playing for this channel, but he said I should do it, so I feel it's okay. I'm just hoping the editing won't take too long. Again, thanks to the Patreon folks. I'm now thinking that maybe it's possible to create a multicam version for Patreon of the concert. I don't know. Does that sound interesting to you? Does anybody know how to actually do this? My video editing skills are still a bit limited, so if you do know how to export a multicam, multi-angle video, please do let me know. I would very much appreciate that. So thanks again for watching this video series, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.